Woo-hoo! Dreamers, episode 44 of Daydreaming. I hope you guys didn't mind how tired I was last night when it came to making and creating the video. And hopefully you guys are still able to enjoy it. Maybe it made you sleepy enough to take your daydream nap, and that served you well. So welcome on back. Today, what I wanted to cover was, so you guys already kind of knew what happened with yesterday. Just as a quick refresher for those of you who didn't know, had an amazing, I'm going to put it actually in the description below, had a really good interview by Jay Arrington, and that way you can see his Twitch page at least, so you guys can have some way of following, understanding who I'm talking about. And yeah, go ahead and give him a check out. Really easy on the ears. It's very simple to understand. He's very simple to understand, excuse me. And it's such well thought out ways of talking that it's really easy to ingest the information. And a lot better than me right there, who was just like, for some reason I decided to just go womp. And anyways, so that was yesterday. Really good day, great workout. I'm about to get ready to pump some arms, all that good stuff. So after that though, I'm going to come back and do a bunch of things around the house like I was telling you guys. And really what I'm excited about, besides having just a good evening, because that's why I like to look at anything, it's going to be a good evening no matter what. But tomorrow is Retro Fridays, and we are going to play Pokemon Red. So I want to actually go a little bit further into this, because this gives you guys an opportunity before tuning in later that evening, right? Because when you're watching this will be Friday, is that Pokemon Red, I remember vividly when it came out, and it was such a... It was a perfect timing in middle school that it came out for me. I remember, I want to say it was 8th grade, because I don't think it came out before then. In 8th grade, let's see here. What age are we? We're 12 turning 13. Perfect. And I also remember from that age going into high school and still wanting to, because the game was so popular, they made the TV show, and kind of closet watching the TV show, because now I'm in high school. I shouldn't be watching this stuff. And now obviously I've never got away from watching cartoons or animes or anything along those lines. But anyways, so I remember when it came out, and you gotta catch them all. I mean, I can't remember how iconic that theme song is. That even today, there was a time I was hanging out with Tamar 216 and myself, his wife, and their child, Minnie Tamar. We were all going to Monterey Bay Aquarium for a day out, and Mrs. Tamar 216 went and threw the theme song on, and we rocked out to it for about, I don't know, probably 2 playthroughs, maybe 3 playthroughs through, and it was a good old time, which then brings me back to playing the game. And it's gonna be so interesting, because we're gonna be playing on the 3DS, right? We're gonna be rocking it on this fancy guy, because again, just so you guys remember, the capture card is built into it, if you guys can see. So you have your normal plug right here. You guys all know about this plug if you have a 3DS. But when it comes to the capture card, that's why you can see it's just barely offset, but it works. It totally works, and it works extremely well. So if you guys were considering this, if you are streamers, I would definitely do so. Or if you were doing speed runs, even if you're not streaming, but you captured the video on top of obviously the video game capture, and you wanted to set records for yourself or possible world records, totally worth that purchase. Thanks to the Dreamers, we had a goal up for about really, the goal was supposed to be for a month, and we got it in about 28 days or whatever. And that was something else. That was really cool. That showed me you guys wanted to see it. And so again, back to the whole Pokemon Red. I remember playing the game as, you're Ash Ketchum basically, and going around, and just the way that you would find things, and just the excitement that would build when you would actually capture one. Then you go to look to see how many more you had to go. And I know it's evolved so much since then, and even nowadays when people make fun of the Pokemon Go or whatever. And I play that still from time to time. It's nowhere like when it first came out. I felt they took a long time to roll out ways to keep people incentivized to play the game. And again, I mean, we're talking about a game, so it's not like you're paying me money to keep me incentivized, right? What you're doing is you're creating enough content that keeps me wanting to come back, just like what I'm trying to do for you guys, and how when we're talking to each other and creating more content back and forth, content here, content there, that we give back so that those who are viewing our stuff enjoy the same stuff plus new stuff. The same stuff that they came here before and a little bit of new stuff, right? And I don't know why they took so long with that, because the original game was perfect. I know other people played some of the other editions, because I played Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, and I have not played any of the ones since then until Pokemon Go. It was right in the, like I was telling you guys, right in that time frame where it's like, nope, nope. Like in to take us back, right? I can tell you, like, closet watching the Pokemon TV series, right? Because now I'm in high school, I shouldn't be doing that, and go back in time even further. Where it's funny because Twitch had that on their services, so you could watch it and marathon watch it. Power Rangers. I think I was in 6th grade, and Ghost Penance wanted to go so badly. Like, I kind of wanted to see it, but like, to me, it was not even close to wanting to see it compared to what I felt the flack that we would receive for going and seeing it. So we went at this. I can't remember if it was a Saturday or Sunday, but we picked one of the smallest venues to watch it in. That's usually there's three at the time. There was three main movie theaters in the surrounding areas, right? And 2 were in one city, and 1 was in another city. So we assumed, based on where we were living, that main biggest one was the one we should avoid, because that's the most likely run into people that would see it. Then we're like, well, if we go to the other one that's still pretty big, again, and a lot of people we could run into. I know, let's go to the tiny one, right? There's not that many people. It's because it was smaller. It was fine at the time, but it was not as nice as the other ones. And so it's like, all right, we're gonna be good to go. And actually, there was 4. I keep forgetting that one closed down for a short time. That's another story. And so we go in there, and there was like next to nobody in the movie theater. It was perfect, right? Enjoyed that Power Rangers. That I won't say it's the first Power Rangers movie. And so then when we're getting out and we're leaving, right when we leave, that's when we see a couple of guys from school, a couple of the cool kids, man. Well, it's like, and it was so funny is that I'm like, dude, I told you, come on, Ghost, what the heck, man? It's over, dude. Our cred is dead. And he's like, no, man, look, they went and saw it too. Shit, I'm gonna go talk it up with them. And so he goes over, right? And he starts, talking with them, and it's like, they're like, oh, so what movie did you guys go see? And it was like, oh yeah, we saw Power Rangers and everything. Oh, you guys went and saw that movie? And then, Ghost is all like, I saw you guys in there too, and then at that moment, like, almost like, it's like a script. It feels like a scripted segmented time. We're like, how out of the movie theater came his one of the guy's little cousins, right? And came out, and it was like, yeah, we were taking him to go see the movie, and the kid's like maybe 6 years old, and it was just like, it was just, oh man, it was not the stuff. It was definitely not. And obviously, it really didn't make that much of a difference in my overall trajectory, right? I was a shy kid at that point in time anyways, so that was my own fault. But yeah, it was too funny that I took so much stake in that at that point in time. And then, again, back into the Pokemon Red, where, I didn't play any of the other Pokemons, any of the Sapphires, the Sun, the Moons, and any of the other ones because of the time that they were coming out and based on what I was doing and invested in, it was just not a part of my thought process or want to be a part of. And so this is going to be a lot of fun on Retro Fridays, guys. I hope you guys have a lot of time. A lot of time. You have a good time. It might take a lot of time because I don't quite know what we're going to try and do with it. Because if it's Pokemon Red and we're playing it based off of the old settings of how the game worked and it's RNG for dropping characters, I don't think we can get all 150 without trading. You guys remember that? I remember that. SSJ Sharpie and a couple of others. We had this birthday party again, 8th grade, right? And we had the link cables, so you could link into somebody else's Game Boy, and you guys could fight each other, and then you could trade. And yeah, that's how I was able to get all 150 for Pokemon Red. But that's because I traded. Right? I don't know if it's possible. If you guys know, go ahead and put it in the comments below because I can't remember if that's a thing or not. But we'll find out. And if that's the case, if we're trying to catch all of them, you guys can let me know that then it might take us a couple of Fridays to get through the game because I assume that'll take a long time based off the RNG. Anyways, dreamers, go ahead and check yesterday's episode right here. Subscribe over here, and thank you for listening to me rant about Pokemon, Power Rangers, and all that good stuff. Today is a really kickback, chill day, and tomorrow the festivities start right back up again. Dream on, dreamers!